Hello and welcome to Reprieve Media CIC. Thank you very much for listening. As always, it is very much appreciated. Massive day today for Reprieve Media CIC. Those who have been with us from the start, our loyal subjects, thank you very much for that. Will have noticed that for a while, since our company was incorporated in October, we have been looking for some voluntary artwork. We're not ashamed of admitting that we are weak in a lot of areas. You know, we're not making it up as we go along, all this stuff, but it's not far off it. So with that in mind, we were absolutely delighted when somebody reached out to us here at Reprieve Media CIC and said, yes, we will design some logos for you. And we were even more surprised when we saw the actual quality of the work. It really is superb, top quality work. So we are delighted now to announce that for 4 of our logos, we have now made 2 of them. The whole Reprieve Media CIC branding has been done. The logos will soon be on the Reprieve Media CIC, and also the audio portal as well will carry similar branding to link the 2 to each other. So that's a major thing that we have crossed off our bucket list, so to speak. We could never have done it ourselves. Our artistic skills are negligible, to say the least. So we owe this person a fantastic debt of gratitude, and hopefully one day we will be able to springboard her on the road to notoriety, because her work is good. And what more can we say about the girl, really? We could eulogise about her all day, really. But the best thing these things do tend to work, really, is if we let them talk about themselves. So that's what we're going to do now. So on the line now, according to the mysteries of technology, we should have on the line now a lady by the name of Clarissa. Clarissa, are you there, madam?
Yes, I'm here.
Fantastic. That is fantastic news. Welcome to the interview, Clarissa, and thank you for finding the time to be interviewed today.
No problem at all.
We're going to start the interview quickly just by trying to give the millions of Reprieve Media CIC listeners a chance to get to know you, really. So, Clarissa, if you could just tell us a little bit about you, well, as much as you like, really. Tell us about yourself, please, and where you're from, etc., who you are.
Well, my name is Clarissa, and I am from the Netherlands, and I'm about to be 25 over, and I'm doing a study in graphic design, but I've always wanted my own company, and well, since I didn't have a good internship in which I could explore myself and my skills, I thought about just starting my own company and bringing it out into the world and showing my work, and that's how I reached you, since you guys needed someone to create a logo, and I saw that no one has replied yet. And in my opinion, it was a great opportunity for me and some great work for you. So that's how I got to you guys.
Ah, fantastic. Where did you see our call to arms, Clarissa?
I saw it on Twitter. I am on Twitter too, and that's where I look for my work, and where I'm trying to collect clients, of course, who want my work. And I saw it during looking at some stuff and some messages from people who might need something. And when I saw the message that you guys had, I like that you guys really needed someone who could provide with good quality work and for not too much. So, to me, it sounded really great to do, and so I reached out.
Yes, you did. You certainly did, and thank you very much for that. You also said you were based in the Netherlands. Whereabouts in the Netherlands are you?
Well, I'm more in the east of the Netherlands, and well, I live in a town that's pretty big, but also not too small, and I live here with two housemates of mine, and I've got my own room, and I work in my room. I work on my computer, and yeah, that's basically where I'm sitting. The city where I am is called Zwolle. It's a pretty weird town, and not English, but yeah, that's where I'm at.
Ah, fantastic. I've actually been to the Netherlands once years ago. They still had the Gilder when I went. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah, it has changed, I think, but yeah.
We went for a celebration out there called Queen's Day. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Yes, I am. Unfortunately, it has changed to King's Day.
How has it been? I'm assuming that you have a king now, not a queen, then, yes?
Well, right now we had a queen, but that's now switched to a king. And
yeah, I remember her. Queen Beatrix was her name, was it?
Yes, that's correct. That's very correct.
Yeah, I vaguely remember her. So now if we can move on to your organisation, Clarissa. You said you always wanted to start your own organisation. So how did you find that? Did you find it quite easy to set up an organisation of your own in the Netherlands?
No, actually not. It was really difficult because I didn't know what to expect, and I was very insecure of my own work. If it would work, if people would like my stuff that I make, and but I decided to just start anyway and just look out on it. If it should work, and if not, it would be okay because I still have backups. And it was a surprise to me that it actually worked out, that people actually loved my work and wanted me to work for them. It comes with, of course, it comes with a lot. Not necessarily in amount of money, but I did have to make a lot of stuff of my own, like my own logo, and I needed to find a concept of my own company in a sense of why I'm unique. What sets me apart of others, and it was a lot of thinking, so it was a lot of work.
Obviously very, very rewarding in the end though, where you are now. I'm sure you feel free and you feel happy that being in charge of your own destiny through life, yes?
Yes, that's very correct indeed. That's it's a beautiful feeling to have something in your hands that you've created yourself and managed yourself, and also to be your own boss is also very nice, of course. that also comes with it, with having your own company. You have your own times, your own set of rules, and also communication with people is also very nice because I make their vision complete. And
so, how long has your company been up and running now, Clarissa?
Actually, it just started this year. It has. It took me a long time to actually get the guts to start it off, and this year it was really breaking the knot and going for it. So yeah, it has been there for a long time on the ground. So not so much doing stuff for others, but having it in the plans. And later on, this year it was really like, okay, now I get going. Now let's roll the dice.
Yes, exactly. So, and what sort of support did you get regarding setting up your company in the Netherlands? Did you find that there were plenty of organisations there that were willing to help you set it up, or did you have to do most of it yourself?
Actually, I did all of it myself. I didn't have any help of anyone. Of course, my parents did support me and did help me with finding some solutions to in cases that things wouldn't exactly work out. But due to the fact that it's so easy for me to make my stuff on the computer and that I don't necessarily need other people or a place to go before I can do my job, it makes it really easy to make sure you can do things yourself. But of course, I have made for my future, if my company is going to grow bigger, and I do need other people and a place to go, I have my plan ready for the bank, so they can see that I've planned it all out and it's going well. And I've also, of course, with the part of the government for the taxes and such, how that's going. I also study, so I get money from the government to study if it doesn't compromise things when I start to earn money for it. And that all wasn't a problem, so yeah, I could go along, and that's what I'm doing.
Yes, it sounds like you're certainly heading in the right direction, Clarissa. That's for certain. It would be remiss of us now, really, not to give the listeners an insight into your company. So, what's the ethos behind your company? Do you feel, what sort of work are you looking to take on? Are you looking to take on a wide variety of work, or are you choosing to specialise in one aspect of graphic design?
Well, I'm an all-round person, so if you have anything you need in the graphic design area, I'm certainly there for you to create anything you need. I do have a favor for logos. It's what I love to do. It's the thing that stands out the most for me, because the logo makes the company or the person, of course, but anything really is totally fine with me. And the beauty of it is that it's your vision. It's not my vision alone. You have your say in it, in how it's going to look like. I'm just the one who's making your creation alive.
So we need really to touch on the company now. What's the name of your company, Clarissa? How can people find it, more importantly? As you're in Holland, we have listeners all around the world here on Reprieve Media CIC. So a lot of people will want to know how they can find more out about you, look at your work, etc. So where can people find more about your organisation?
My organisation is called Austin Creates, that's like the Austin as in America with Texas. So that's very easy to find.
Just to clarify, that is called Austin Creates. Yes, as Austin, as in Austin Powers, Austin, Texas, and Creates as in Creates. Do you have a website, Clarissa?
Yes, I do. I do have a website. It's called AustinCreates.otakuplan.com. The Otaku Plan is from a friend of mine, since I don't have my own domain just yet, but that's the name of my website. And on there, you can find actually all my work I've ever done for all my clients for school. So it's also my portfolio on showing off my work, what I can do, and so you have a sense of what my style is, and if it's something that you say, yes, that's something for me, then you can reach me. What I still miss on the website is my email address. Unfortunately, I'm working on that, so it will be there. So email me, but you can always find me on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, and reach to me on there.
Oh, fantastic! You're certainly very good at getting yourself out there. That's what we like to hear at Reprieve Media CIC. It's pointless doing the work if nobody gets to hear about it. We will always say that. So you gave the email address there quickly for our listeners. Could you actually spell out the website so people can grab a piece of pen and paper and write it down properly, because it sounds a bit long to us?
It is quite long. I'll try to spell it out. I'm not the best at spelling, but I'll try my best. So the name of my website, it spells out like this: Austin Creates. So AUSTIN Creates. Otaku is OTAKUCLAN, and then .com.
Okay, what we will do is we will include the websites and all Clarissa's social media links in the article, what we will use to highlight this interview as well and promote it. You mentioned you have various other social media outlets as well, Clarissa. Could you tell people where they can find you on social media as well, please?
Yes, of course. I'm able to find on YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel with the same name, Austin Creates. Everything has that name if you want to find me. So it's easy. I've got a Facebook page. I've also got a Twitter. I'm on a forum, on the Freedom forums. So you can actually find me anywhere you wish, except for Instagram. That's not something I have just yet, but I'm working on that. So that will also be up to, so people will be able to see my work and reach out to me over there.
Fantastic. Let's talk more about Clarissa, the person now. How many staff does your organisation have?
Actually, I'm the only I'm the only staff at the moment. But I'm sure that if it grows bigger, people to help me with it. So then, of course, I will send out any ask for staff, people who want to help me with my work and share my own vision. And I'm open to anyone, so there's no need to be afraid that you're not qualified or anything. If you have a little bit of experience in graphic design or you wish to learn from it, I'm totally open for it.
And I'm assuming that your organisation, Austin Creates, is in a similar position to us here at Reprieve Media CIC, and you are always looking for help on volunteer basis. Would that be true?
Yes, that's actually very true. Yes, it is that I'm very considerate of the situations that someone is in. I'm not someone who's asking a lot of money. Of course, if you like to be paying, that's totally up to you. And only later on, if you have it will increase in prices, but that's also still on the low side, because my company has a vision of being able to provide people who don't have to bid to an expensive graphic designer. And in my opinion, it's not a good thing if you have to pay more than you actually can only to have a good logo, while someone else can do it for a lot less and you still have the good quality.
Yes, I mean, I can certainly vouch. Having seen the logos that you have designed for us, we can certainly vouch for the quality of your work. It is, in fact, a very high quality indeed.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it so much. That was really something that felt really great for me. It was a surprise to see the reaction of how grateful and how happy you were with the work that I did, and that only made it more of a motivation for me to work on it, even though I'm very busy with school and such, and I felt so bad when I wasn't able to further on the promised logos for you guys.
No, I mean, we were totally aware of your situation all the time. Study was obviously important to you, so we needed you to pass all the qualifications that you needed. They will only stand you in good stead in the future. So now, are you in more of a position now to focus more on your graphic design work than your studies, or are your studies still taking priority at the moment?
At the moment, they are still taking quite a bit of priority on it, since it's nearing the end of the school year. So everything comes together and needs to be done, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of pressure. But that also means that after that, I've got a big break. Of course, the summer break. I've got about from beginning of July to the end of August. I'm actually totally free and all up and running and totally available into doing any graphic design that I wish to do.
Fantastic. So, we'll touch on it again quickly. If there is anybody out there in the world that is interested in Clarissa's work, or more importantly, during the summer months where she is really free to focus totally on creations of logos and things like that, where would be the best place for people to contact you, Clarissa?
The best place is to contact me on my email. I check my email very regularly, and that's the that's actually really the best place to reach to me. But if you find it easier to reach to me on Facebook, I'm daily on Facebook. That's also alright. I get also messages from my Twitter. I've got Twitter on my phone, so I actually get anywhere I can get a message if you're interested in anything. Actually,
Okay, so what would your email address be, Clarissa, please?
that's austinbrink6@gmail.com.
Spell that out for the listeners, please.
Yes, that's Austin, AUSTIN. Brink is BRINK 6 in the number and then at gmail.com.
Fantastic. So just for clarification there, any inquiries you have about graphic designers, so just for clarification there, any information that people need regarding graphic designers like that, then email austinbrink6@gmail.com and Clarissa will certainly be happy to assist you in any way that she can. We can personally vouch for her. She has been very polite. She has been very easy to work with, and her work is of a high standard. So what we would say to everybody here who's listening to this interview is get in touch with the girl and help her. Help you.
Of course, that would be I would be delightful to help anyone who is in need of anything.
Fantastic. So we certainly got that impression when we were working with you. To be fair, you were very helpful and very understanding of some of our rather bizarre demands. So thank you very much for that. Quickly before we go now, we're going to give the listeners here a chance to understand Clarissa a bit better. Clarissa, what influences do you have in life? Who inspires you on a daily basis?
Who is a bit difficult to say, but I got in contact with graphic design on a pretty late basis. I've always loved to create things, but it were the other graphic designers on YouTube that you can find in my subscribers list, like Days Designs and Rated Designs, who really inspired me to go on with my work and try to get better and to get ideas and techniques that helped me even till today, and I still enjoy watching their videos and to learn from them. Also, because especially Days Designs is also a freelance person, and he is really open to any questions that you have. Even I sometimes have questions about how to reach certain points on a design, and he is so helpful and so wonderful with his creations. He mainly makes mascot logos, beautiful, and yeah, that's my inspiration. Just look at us and the world around you and think for yourself, is that something I like? And if I don't like it, what would I change? That's the mindset of a graphic designer.
Fantastic. And also you're on about change there. Obviously you have the same outlook on life as you do in the graphic design. How is life? How is life in Holland at the moment? I mean, from a distance, we seem it as quite an unsatisfied nation at the moment. We know it's a football mad country. They have failed to qualify for the Football World Cup, for instance. How is national morale in Holland at the moment among the people?
Well, at the moment, indeed, you're quite correct. The Netherlands isn't a very happy-go-lucky country at the moment. Mainly, indeed, due to our government, they make things really hard for us to come around with working, with school. If I see it on myself, I pay a lot of money, even though I'm a student. I have a lot of pressure on school, and it's only getting more and more. And yeah, that doesn't exactly make us very happy. Also, not in the sense if we have the impression of that the government doesn't want to listen to us. And Yeah, it's pretty hard. It gets pretty heated at times, yes, but overall, the Netherlands is still a beautiful country, I would say.
It certainly is. I mean, I certainly enjoyed my time when I was there. It was I thought it was very. It was a lot busier than what I thought it would be. But I've since been told that Queen's Day is not the best time to judge how the Netherlands is. It's probably totally different other parts of the year than it is for them few days. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, that's indeed very correct. I would say if you really want to get a sense of the Netherlands, just go on a just go on a basis in which there's no special events. Then you have a really sense of how Dutch people are, how the Netherlands is, and especially when you don't go see the special tourist places, but the places that aren't very well known but still very beautiful. That really sets apart everything and make you having another impression of the country itself. It's a beautiful country. The people are pretty nice to each other. Could be better, but in overall pretty nice. And yeah, there are some stuff you really have to try, especially in the food area, of course.
Yes, you're not wrong. I certainly tried a few things when I was there. So yeah, it is that sort of place. So fascinating getting to know you, Clarissa, and all our listeners, I'm sure, are enjoying this interview. It time really has flown by. But as usual, time is always the enemy of the people. We will always say that. And time has caught up with us yet again. So Clarissa, before we go, is there anyone you would like to thank for helping you along your journey thus far that you would like to thank, using Reprieve Media CIC as an outlet to thank them?
Yes, of course. I do want to thank my parents for supporting me all the way. What I wanted to do, it's thanks to them that I was able to follow my dream, and for where I'm at. Of course, also my friends who were also always there for me when I needed them. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you guys too, because you guys gave me really an opportunity to show my work at a real company, and that's just amazing. So also thank you to you guys.
Well, we are very humbled by that, and we will of course take your thanks. We don't brush thank yous away easily here at Reprieve Media CIC. And yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. We are looking. We obviously don't know we don't know much about each other's backgrounds at all. But we are Reprieve Media CIC are always looking to give opportunities to people, not just in art either, in radio, in most things like that. There is always opportunities at Reprieve Media CIC. So the best way you can find out about those opportunities is to email us here at info@reprievemediacic.epizy.com. We can't promise to be as nice as Clarissa was with us, but we try our best. So Clarissa, just before you go quickly back to the normal life, what we like to do at the end of every interview is we like our guest to choose a specific song that they like to end the interview with. So Clarissa, if you could though, bear in mind please, this is a family show. We don't really like profane songs, and neither does our regulator. We don't really want to be getting in any trouble if we can avoid it. So Clarissa, could you give us a song please quickly to end the interview on, if you don't mind? Thank you.
Yes, of course. I was thinking about the Gorillas with Feel Good Inc., a good old song.
Yes, we're familiar with that one. We will have no trouble finding that. So thank you very much for that, Clarissa. And also, may we just say yet again, thank you very much for taking the time to agree to be interviewed by Reprieve Media CIC today.
No problem at all.
And thank you once again for all your brilliant work and patience with us over the last few months.
It was a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you very much, Clarissa. Let me just say that obviously the logo that Clarissa has designed for us will be launched probably over the next 14 to 16 days. We're in no rush to roll it out. things need to be correct, obviously, regarding size, dimensions, and resolutions for other graphical platforms such as social media, logos, things like that. Some are different sizes, some are even different shapes. So we're sure that logo will appear, probably not without much fanfare. We're just going to put it up and get on with it, really. We're not going to invite any dignitaries to anything like that. We're just going to launch it and off it goes. So, Clarissa, may we again take this opportunity to say thank you very much for working with us. And one last time, Clarissa, if people want to get involved and help Austin Creates grow by donating money or donating time, or maybe even by just donating expertise and experience and thought, just to give you more ideas on how you can grow, the best place to get in contact with them, Clarissa, is how?
The best place to contact me is on my email address, which will be shown, of course, in the description. And again, it's awesomebrink6@gmail.com. And if you find any other social platform, you can find.
Fantastic. We're going to wrap it up there. Clarissa, thank you very much for your time. And may we also take this time to wish Austin Creates the best of luck in the future. Hopefully we will work together in the future. Clarissa, good luck in all the future. Good luck in the Netherlands. Things are no better in anywhere else than they are in the Netherlands. We can assure you of that here in Reprieve Media CIC, that this is a worldwide problem. It's nothing to do with just the Netherlands. So good luck to people in the Netherlands, and good luck to yourself, Clarissa.
Thank you very much.
That was the managing director, the owner, creator, the inspiration behind Austin Creates, independent Dutch graphic designer, Clarissa Van Den Brink. Thank you very much for listening to Reprieve Media CIC. And now, as requested by Clarissa, we are going to end with the Gorillas. Thank you very much for listening, and all the best.